My name's Aaron. Welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and I'm doing really well. And today I am reviewing the Extrait de Parfum of Radical Rose. This is £355 for 100ml. I love the coloration. And as I've just reviewed the Eau de Parfum on this arm, I'm going to be sort of comparing them and sort of seeing what the difference is because it's double the price. Okay, so I'm going to apply the Radical Rose on the Eau de Parfum on one side. I love rose fragrances. Remind myself of the nature quite quickly. Yeah, the top note isn't really great, to be honest with you. Super excited to get onto this. I love dark packaging, obviously. Very nice. There's a machine that puts these on, in case you're interested. We can't have the machine because ours go in the middle once and we've got a little thing. It goes above something on the bottom. So that's why we can't have a machine and why our production is slower, because a lot of it's done by hand. But this is rolled out on a machine, if you're interested. We could have speeded up production by taking off the ATH on the bottom and taking off the unicorn off the top, but I didn't want to do that. A lot more of the amber woods and ambers in this one. I love this. My goodness, this is lovely. The top note is so much better. Oh my God, so all the problems in this, which I was like, I don't like the top note, I don't like the construction, it feels too top heavy. It's given me too much phenolic alcohol, citronelle, geraniol, all that stuff. It's been fixed in this. Oh my gosh, this is lovely. So much better. Kind of like Cousins. So much better. Base heavy instead of top heavy. Very, very nice. Smells modern. Smells up to date. Smells sophisticated. It smells my style of perfumery. Still smoky, but it's got that sort of radiance through it of the aroma chemicals that I love using. I think this is more unisex. This, because of the way it's been constructed, with more animal and wood animal notes and more amber wood notes. Definitely unisex, but I think more men could absolutely get away with this. Sweet, vibrant, metallic, animalistic, brooding, dark. Still keeping that beautiful core of the vanilla and the raspberry ketones and fruit molecules. It's still keeping that aspect to it. I wouldn't even buy this. I think this just smells so gorgeous. I just would go straight to the Extrait de Parfum. I know it's expensive, but I think it's really, really gorgeous. But I think if you don't like your fragrances to be animalistic, ambery, wood ambery, you're really not going to like this. And I think there's some people, they're going to hate it. So when I get very enthusiastic, please go and try it out first. This has just been done so well, mixing modern up-to-date aroma chemicals with traditional sort of construction of rose. So whereas the original smells like the construction of sort of traditional rose-based fragrance, this smells much, much more exciting, more high-tech. It smells like my style of perfumery. Love it very much. Instantly so likable. The smoky nature is vibrant. It is giving you sort of a vibrant, sort of smoky, sensual embers sort of feel to it. This is absolute Extrait de Parfum. This is absolutely going out on a date, totally unisex. I mean, both men and women could wear this. I would absolutely wear this. Night. I imagine this is a night fragrance, dark, sensual. So I imagine the Eau de Parfum you could wear for the day. Really lovely for the day, really nice for sort of officina, going and doing things. This, I think, is for a night. When you get dressed to go out at night, give me gothic sort of darkness. It totally fits the color of the packaging. I think this has been expertly created. This is a way to create perfume really well. On to my final thoughts. I love this. This is like so inspiring and so gorgeous. I love the choice of raw materials because I use them a lot. So I love these raw materials. They give high-tech, modern, bright, sensual, animalistic nature to fragrances. And I love that classification of raw materials. I just love working with sort of those raw materials. Constructed with sort of the vanillin, the coumarin, the raspberry ketone, building blocks of rose, and sort of the smokiness, dark nature, patchouli and gaiac wood. So, so nice. I mean, the price is a little bit insane. $350 for 100ml. So the reason why I do that is because when you are selling to sort of these companies like Selfridges and Harrods and all this stuff, they take such a massive amount of money from the perfumers. I kind of think that must be an awful situation. We're very lucky we sell straight to the public, so I can get, these lovely raw materials. We have been approached by companies to retail, obviously, but the amount that they take is massive. And we haven't got the margins to do that. It's really hard. And it's kind of like this grave I dug for myself when we're getting an oud and jasmine and rose and I'm getting it analysed to prove that it's all in there, all that stuff. That we don't have the margins in it at all. So we can't work with Macy's and all these things because they take up to 80% of the RRP. And it kind of makes you feel sad that other companies don't have that freedom, because I always want perfumers to be well paid and people working in the perfumery industry to be well paid, because I love it. It's such a beautiful job to be in, and it's so specialized and so interesting. And I just think I'm very blessed every day to do my job. But I think it's very difficult to do something at this sort of quality and sell it. And he's taking 60 to 80% off the RRP, and then so companies generally left with 20 to 40% off that. They got to take off their tax, their VAT, their wages, the raw materials, and then you kind of get at the bottom what the perfumer's left with, which isn't sort of too great when you take off that. I'd love to see it changed around. I would always suggest actually buying direct from the company if you can, because that money goes to the company rather than, these bigger companies. That's why I doubt at this moment in time we would work with very large companies, because the percentages they take and the way they treat your stuff as well, we've had it a few times, hasn't been great and haven't looked after us. And I don't want to stop using these lovely raw materials that are insanely expensive, but when I smell them I get very excited, because it's kind of like, oh my god, this smells like amazing. I love this. I would wear it. I'd recommend it. I think it's just gorgeous. I think it's a new interpretation of rose. It's very exciting, very lovely. I'm like at a 10. I know the price is out there and insane, but I think the perfumers did such an amazing job of this. I love it. This makes me want to go back to my lab and create something. So if I think about, oh my gosh, I could do this, and the other, it's very exciting in my mind at the moment, because I'm kind of popping off everywhere. I think, oh my God, what about if we did this and this and this and this? And we could release we could release a plus version of something, and we could do this. Oh my God, this would be good in this. So kind of my brain's chatting away at the moment. I kind of want to go to work. Very lovely, just really beautiful perfumery. This sort of stuff is what I get very excited to get up and do and to be part of it. Very lovely. Thoroughly recommend this one. I wouldn't get the, I would kind of get both. I think both are lovely. I would get the Extrait de Parfum for day. I think it's very unisex, very nice if you like rose. This one, it's not too rose-like, if I'm honest. It's just a very, very beautiful sort of vanilla-y, floral, smoky, dark, sensual, very, very sexy smell, this. I think if I smelled this and I was on a date with someone, they wore this, I'd be very interested in them. It's kind of got that thing, the smokiness combined with the vanilla aspect is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous perfumery, and going tingly on my head, which doesn't happen very much anymore. Absolutely beautiful. This is going in the Hall of Fame. We will do a Hall of Fame thing one day if we ever get time. I'm going to show you how to layer actually in this thing. So we're going to always do the Extrait de Parfum first. I love this. I think it's gorgeous, but I wouldn't change a thing about it. And then we're going to do the Extrait de Parfum over the top. You can feel the difference in it. No, I actually think the Extrait de Parfum is perfect on its own. Wouldn't touch it. Sometimes I design two things together because you get the depth and the heaviness of the Extrait de Parfum, and then the other version to give you that life on the top. It's really hard. That's almost like impossible when you're designing them sort of separately. That's why I started doing this side with Haze Blue and Haze Black, because one was so heavy and one was so top heavy, and I tried doing it together and it just was endlessly not working. So, but this aspect, it kind of works, but I love the Extrait de Parfum. It's very, very nice. And I'm going to put that to one side for a Hall of Fame fragrance. I don't think the Extrait de Parfum needs it. I think the Extrait de Parfum, I love the way it's dark, heavy, sensual. Yeah, it's kind of very nice. If you want to do that, it's very, very nice. But I love the dark one. I think it's beautiful on its own, and I wouldn't sort of tamper with it at all in that aspect. So we love that review. Thumbs up and subscribe for fascinating, interesting content. Lots of moving hands, lots of fragrance views. Hope to stay safe and well. See you soon.